What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubby here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam, your boss will be creepy. Yeah, that's right, guys. If you don't press the like button, your boss might get a little creepy on you, and that's not fun. Anyways, guys, working at a grocery store kinda sucked. It was my first job, and I had tons of bosses, mainly because I was at the bottom of the totem pole, and also because people tend to quit at grocery stores a lot, and you already have like 8 managers depending on the shift you're on. So I had quite a few bosses, meaning that I just had a lot of experience with weird people telling you what to do, because for some reason grocery store manager positions don't call to people that are pretty normal. Like, normal people really don't want to be working in a grocery store, but most people that were in charge of me were pretty psychotic, at least a little bit. And the story I have today is about one boss that I had in particular that we called Creepy Joe, because he was just creepy, alright? I don't know what it was about the dude, but something about him just made you feel like he low-key might have worn skin for fun, like as a fashion statement. The reverse of PETA. He went out of his way to make sure animals had bad conditions type of creepy. But regardless, no harm, no foul. Usually I had pretty cool bosses at this grocery store, but one day I walk in and I'm not even kidding you, Lester from Grand Theft Auto is standing there. He's like this 45-year-old dude with the glasses that I thought they only let you wear in prison, you know? And he's got like the hair to the point where you should just shave it bald. I think we all have one relative or one person that we see on a regular basis that is clinging to the hair that's left on their head, you know, and it's all dead and decrepit. And you should just shave it off, you know, eventually it gets to that point. So I walk into work and like I said, Lester is now my boss. So I take a picture, I send it to everybody on Snapchat as my streak. It's very funny. Me and my coworkers that were also young teenage boys are making jokes about going on a mission, going on the heist, like all the dumb jokes that you would if your boss looks like Lester. And low-key, it's looking like it's gonna be a pretty fun day because most of the managers that we would have really didn't come in trying to change our lives, you know? They were just showing up, gonna work their shift and go home like the rest of us, which is really what we preferred. I'm gonna bag groceries and move carts fine. I am really not out here to get life-changing motivation. But Lester, for whatever reason, he's annoying in Grand Theft Auto, and he also wanted to be annoying in real life. Because right when like the shift is starting, he calls over all of the baggers into like this side area where there's no cameras that can see you and there's no staff. And it's where we would have like little team meetings. So it's Lester and probably 6 baggers, and it just so happens that all of us are teenage dudes. I think I was probably the youngest one. I was like barely 16. But you guys get the idea. Lester has us all gathered around, you know, and he says, I'm gonna be your boss now, guys. I come from another store and I just want you to know how I like the front of my store run so that way you guys can adjust to my managerial style. Which, like I said, man, just let me bag groceries and go home, okay? I'm not an NFL player adjusting to a new quarterback. I don't really care what your offensive system is. I'm not gonna change the way I'm bagging groceries. And as he's telling us how he likes the front of his store run, he's being super weird and like slow-mo walking through the crowd. And at one point, as he's telling me that he likes, you know, an efficient system of getting the carts in order, he like rubs my shoulders, which I'm really not cool with. Lester annoys me enough when he calls my phone on GTA. The second Lester starts breaking it down and giving me a Thai massage, I've gone too far. So this dude is obviously creepy. I think if there would have been any girls present, he definitely would have been fired right away, but for whatever reason, teenage me was just like, oh, whatever. It's normal for super creepy dudes to be rubbing on your shoulders for some reason. I don't know. I definitely could have had a lawsuit. Could have been retired by now for sure. So, Creeper Cosby is rubbing on my shoulders, telling me what he likes me to do as he's the boss, and, you know, no big deal. Me and my friends go about it, and, like, we're doing our work, and everything's going relatively normal. Obviously, he's pretty creepy for the most part, but after a couple of days of getting used to him, we all just adjust to it. We started calling him Creepy Carl, and, Lester. We had a plethora of nicknames for him, because when your boss is creepy, you just make nicknames. What else are you supposed to do when your, boss looks like he can't go within 1,000 feet of an elementary school? You do what you have to do. But for whatever reason, Creepy Carl didn't like me a ton. Maybe that's because he caught me calling him Creepy Carl multiple times. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It was actually really awkward when he caught me. I was in the back room on break hanging out with a couple of the girls that were baggers, and obviously we're all young, so I was goofing off trying to show off a little bit, and one of the best moves I got with the ladies is to make them laugh. You make girls laugh, they like you. So I'm talking to them, and I'm like, oh, when do you guys get off tonight? And one of them was closing, and I groaned and was like, oh no, you gotta work late with Creepy Carl? And she looked at me and was like, gave me this look that I should probably shut up. So I made a joke and started talking about how he looks like Lester from Grand Theft Auto and was making all these jokes. And sure enough, Creepy Carl walks out of the bathroom 15 seconds later and gave me a dirty look. So Creepy Carl was not the biggest fan of me, alright, and that's my bad. I probably shouldn't have been trash talking my boss right next to the bathroom that he was creeping in. But I didn't know, and I regret nothing. So because I made fun of Creepy Carl, he gets out and decides that he's basically gonna make my life hell. So Creepy Carl starts creeping on me low-key. He would just like stalk me around the store and try to catch me doing things wrong, which wasn't very difficult. Alright, I'm not exactly proud of how good of an employee I was while working for this grocery store, but it was almost a point of pride to catch Carl trying to stalk on me because he was really bad at it. Like, you would think somebody that looks that creepy would at least be decent at stalking somehow. It would come in their DNA, like how turtles just naturally know to go towards the water because of the moon. You would think that people that are looking creepy would just naturally know how to stalk people, but this dude was like a lion with 3 legs trying to hunt. There was this thing called like a round, and we would have to take this mop around the store and just make sure there was no water on the ground for Karens to slip and fall on. Man, I really could have had a couple big lawsuits, dude. There were so many times I could have just let it rip on a puddle. Oh well, you live and you learn. That's the downside of being honest, is I only get stories about my creepy boss trying to stalk me around the store. And anyways, he would always assign me to push this mop around the store, and it was not very fun, because like I said, you basically had to walk around and clean up messes. And it would take an hour or two if it was busy and there was a lot of messes to clean up, and sure enough, for 2 hours, he would like try to slink in and out of the rows and keep an eye on me and catch me on my phone or something, which I don't know if it's just him not being good at being creepy or the fact that it's very hard to look stealthy next to a display of Captain Crunch, but he was always so bad at catching me off guard. This dude would really get on all fours and like crawl around the bread section to peek around the corner and make sure I was pushing the broom correctly. Creepy Carl on all fours crawling around, definitely being more of a distraction than me on my phone would be. Like, if you were in a grocery store, okay, you're looking for the eggs. What's more distracting? Me with one headphone in listening to music pushing a broom, or my manager that looks like a creeper on all fours haunting and stomping around the cereal aisle trying to spy on me who's not on my phone? I'm just saying, one of these definitely prevented more people from buying some jumbo shrimp, Carl. But aside from stalking me and just overall being a creeper, the straw that broke the camel's back and actually got him transferred to a different store, I don't know how it didn't get him fired, was something that we called the coupon incident after the store, after he left, because, well, that's the only way to describe it, is as an incident. So, Creepy Carl, like I said, was a pretty creepy dude, and one of the things that he would creep on the most was soccer moms. He would like low-key follow them around the store if they were wearing yoga pants and observe them shopping, and by observe them I mean creepily check them out as they like checked which pineapple was the best. He was just a weird dude, and one day while I was up front bagging groceries helping one of my favorite cashiers who was also a young dude, this mom walked up to us, started checking out, and then asked if she could use some coupons on this shampoo, and the coupons were expired, so there's nothing we could really do. We had to call over our manager, and it just so happened that Creepy Carl was our manager, and this lady was somebody that like I would see probably once a week. I didn't know her first name or anything, but you know, if I saw her in the parking lot I would wave. The cashier knew her. She definitely knew we weren't animals. We got along pretty well. She was chill. Anyways, Creepy Carl walks over to this lady that's having this coupon issue, because we call him over, and is like, "Are these lower tier workers bothering you, ma'am?" And, you know, since I said we're nice to the lady, she's like, no, I love getting checked out by them. Like, the grocery kind of checked out, alright. She was not happy that I was checking her out. She probably noticed Creepy Carl checking her out, too, so whatever. I didn't check her out. You guys get what I'm saying. Regardless, he's like, oh, well, I'm surprised. You know, next time I'll have to make sure that you get special treatment when you're ready to leave. Ha ha. And is like trying to flirt with her by saying that he'll give her special treatment at the grocery store checkout, which I mean, hey, do what you gotta do, Carl. If that's all you got, if that's the only move you got, you know, her boyfriend might have a Lambo, but you can get her to the front of the line at the grocery store. Shoot your shot, dude. Do what you can. Anyways, she's like, yeah, I just have these coupons for the shampoo, but they're expired, but they expired yesterday, so I was just wondering if I could use them. And creepy Carl goes up behind this soccer mom, grabs the coupons out of their hand, but as he's grabbing them, is like leaning over her shoulder, takes a deep sniff of her hair, just a 2-nostril deep inhale of her hair scent, and is like, are you already using this shampoo? Because if so, then I'll have to let you use these coupons, considering how great it smells. And obviously the lady gets very uncomfortable because Lester from Grand Theft Auto just sniffed her hair to let her use coupons, and she's like, thank you. So we end up checking her out, and we give her a weird look, and she comes back in after creepy Carl looks away and is like, what's your corporate number? So the cashier I'm working with gives it to her, and she's like, I'm gonna call and complain about him because, you know, I'm just not really comfortable with him sniffing my hair when I'm trying to use coupons. And we're like, yeah, I mean, do what you gotta do, you know, like, we just work here. She's like, yeah, I've never had a problem with you guys, and I appreciate it, so thanks for the corporate number. And we were like, yeah, no problem. After that, I think I went to Disneyland with my family for a week or something, but sure enough, when I came back, creepy Carl had transferred very, very suddenly. He had to have had like a family member somewhere high up in the company, because I'm pretty sure most people just won't let you, you know, be sniffing strangers' hair unless they really promise mom that they'd get you a job. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comments section down below what you thought. Turn on those notifications if you're new, because I give a shout out every day to somebody who has on notifications, and today's notification shout out goes to Billy F 10122. Big thank you for having on notifications. I really appreciate everybody helping out with the channel. Check out the merch, all that good stuff, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time with another video. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.